Clovis Casali now joins us to explain how this has all happened. Clovis, of course, live at the National Assembly. Clovis, good to see you again. Tell us then, how did we get here?
Well, it really was a tight race. We spent nearly 6 hours here waiting for vote after vote, 3 rounds altogether. First 2 rounds, you needed an absolute majority to declare a winner. Ultimately, we had to go to a 3rd round. And then it was Yaël Braun-Pivet for the centrist bloc of President Macron who got re-elected. And it was a tight margin, but still she got the votes of the centre-right party Horizon, which is part of the ruling majority, at least it was, with Edouard Philippe, the former Prime Minister, being their leader. And also the centrist bloc, Yaël Braun-Pivet, got the votes from the Conservatives, Les Républicains, the right-wing party. But I can tell you it was a tight race, and it wasn't sure at all this morning when MPs arrived here that she would win, but she did, and the outgoing president is re-elected president of the National Assembly.
Listen, Clovis, what does all this mean going forward? Because I've been reading that what happens today kind of describes how the Assembly might pan out going forward. And from my perspective, I don't understand how that works. So can you give us some kind of insight into what we might see happening next?
Well, Mark, what our viewers need to understand is we still don't have a new Prime Minister. Gabriel Attal is in charge, but he's kind of an interim Prime Minister. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, is trying to see which party, which bloc has a majority in Parliament. And then he will pick a Prime Minister from that side, presumably. And what the centrist bloc, his allies, are now saying, they were saying minutes ago after Yaël Braun-Pivet was declared winner, is that when you take a look at these results, well, the centrist bloc has a small majority, a simple majority, let's call it, in Parliament, and therefore they should have the next Prime Minister should be from their ranks. Because take a look at the left wing. They didn't manage to get a simple majority of votes today. The far right didn't either with the National Rally. And therefore it was very important to see who would be elected president of the National Assembly, because that can give an indication as to who holds a majority in Parliament to pass laws. But I can tell you it's a bitter evening for the left wing. The left wing that feels that this is a denial of democracy. That's an accusation coming from the French far right. But also some on the left feel betrayed and feel that they should have had their man elected today president of the National Assembly, and that would have been André Chassaigne, a veteran MP, 74-year-old communist MP.
Indeed, it is a complex matter. Of course, just to remind people, it was the left bloc that came top on July the 7th. The centrist bloc came second. The far right relegated to third, which of course broke their hearts because they thought they'd actually got into power. But the Republican front ganged up to make sure that that didn't happen. We can go into the historical reasons forever. Clovis, the thing is that you're saying that the left bloc maybe is now saying this isn't democratic, what has happened. But it seems to be it's just the way the politics works in France, how it works.
Exactly, those are the rules, and there was no cheating, of course, here at the National Assembly. There was a fair vote, all the rules were respected, and ultimately, Yaël Braun-Pivet for the centrist bloc, Emmanuel Macron's bloc, got the support of the centre-right and the right wing, and therefore she got elected, and those were the rules. Yaël Braun-Pivet in her victory speech said that now MPs needed to cooperate, work together in order to help things move forward, in order to help the French people serve their interests in the best possible way. So a call for unity, if you will, of Yaël Braun-Pivet. She wants, of course, MPs to be able to overcome their differences, get together to pass laws, bills that are important for the French people. Will that happen? That remains to be seen, because, of course, there's always political bickering, political interest. Some parties won't want to help the other side pass laws. So it's all about, for Yaël Braun-Pivet, to help increase cooperation between parties in order to avoid any political deadlock, Mark, and that will be a huge task for her.